Welcome back to another episode, everyone. I am taping this after the fact because the video is very, very long. But I just want to thank everybody for tuning in for part one. This is part two where I left off here, and we're gonna continue this journey on getting this clutch install finished up for you guys. So hopefully you guys like the video, but let's get to it. All right. So here are the two pressure plates here. This is the brand new throwout bearing from ACT. So as you can tell, the fingers on the pressure plate here, they're actually pushed outward. So this throwout bearing rides and pushes on those fingers to disengage the clutch like this here. So that's why they call it a push style clutch. So from your foot, it pushes on the fingers, and the fingers push up and out, disengaging the clutch. Now what we have next to it is an STI Exetti stock clutch. So right here, the throwout bearing is still connected because I just didn't do it, but it has a little groove that it rides on here, and it locks into place. So see, these fingers here are concaved. See, convexed, concaved, and then the groove on the throwout bearing locks in. And that's where you get, that's where the pull style clutch comes into play. So the clutch fork goes in like this, and it pulls. It pulls the fingers away from the pressure, or from the clutch disc, and then what happens is it disengages the clutch itself. So those are the two differences between the two, and it just all depends on what car you kind of got. Most WRXs that I've actually seen all have push style clutches. All STIs, Evos, GTRs that I've ever worked on all have pull type clutches. So I don't know if that's it is a manufacturer's thing, but it's just to show you the difference between the two. So I don't know if they're you can put an STI well, I guess, yeah, you can put an STI trans in a WRX and still use, but you have to use a pull style clutch. So I'm going to change my battery here, and we are going to go on to looking at this stock clutch. Well, I'm actually just going to take it off. Oh, yeah. Can you see how bad that looks? Everything is really rusty. So there is no life left to this clutch here. So I'm going to just speed run this bad boy through, get it done, and get this clutch kind of finished up. So we do have a new, it's the new fork here for shifter plate for this guy, and so it should be no big deal. So yes, let's get it rocking and let's get this job finished up, because taking already a lot more time than I've actually thought. Typically it takes about 4 hours. I'm at about like 2.5 hours just getting it out, just because it was so difficult to actually disconnect the trans from the engine. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the pressure plate and old clutch out, switch that out, and then we can kind of keep moving forward. So let's go. Oh, wow. All right, so let me tell you something real quick. There is a huge lip here. I mean, some of these flywheels do have lips, but this one looks pretty deep here. There's a lot of heat spots. You don't really see a lot of cracking, which is good. But the clutch disc itself looks, yeah, it's toast. So once you get down to the rivets, which this guy has gone all the way down to the rivets, clutch is pretty much a junk there. So in the pressure plate, another, it's got a lot of heat spots here, but no cracking, which is good. So he could still drive this, which is awesome. So I'm glad that he got it here so that we can actually take care of this bad boy. So you already know what we got here. We got a bunch of stuff from ACT, new flywheel, pressure plate, and we have everything that we need to get this car up and going. So what I'm gonna do is continue on, because it is kind of getting a little late. I do want to get this car wrapped up. Yeah, so one of the things I did not mention here, so this plate was on the back here, like so. That bolt was up here in the corner, which is perfectly fine. I really didn't even need to take that off, but it is what it is. The reverse paw here, it's just a just like a little, I don't know, like hard rubber plastic thing. You just pop that right off and it comes off with no problem. So this here will probably go back up here once I'm done, but I do need to replace this here. So like I said before, we are gonna keep it rocking and rolling here, get this bad boy done, and have this guy on his way. So let's keep it going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks, so let me show you the difference here. This is the OEM shifter plate, and this is the Boomba shifter plate. Super easy to do. It is actually just 2 cotter pins in here, one smaller, one bigger, so that this thing will never come out, or at least that is the look here. So yeah, it really looks good. I actually really like it a lot. It's very beefy compared to this. Look at this, like, it's kind of thin to this. It looks like a billet piece, one piece of aluminum, and it looks so good, so good. Now, I'm not exactly sure what these screws are here for, but the OEM one does not come with that on it. But I think it's to do with you know, something with adjustment. So I don't exactly know. So I'm just gonna leave it as is. I'm going to put this plate back on because there is no need to have that off. I don't think that this guy wants it off. Well, I don't think he, well, scratch that. I can't really use it because this thing is just way too big. So that's a little upsetting. So no need to use this plate, but it is what it is, because this plate, it went on like this, together like this, and yeah. So since this thing curved, this plate went right behind it like that. But now that this thing is so beefy, you can't really do that. So yeah. All right. So yeah, I don't know. I do have the oh, it's very dark down here, but I do have the pressure plate, flywheel, and clutch all put together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speed run through here. Oh, the only thing I didn't do is the new throw-out bearing. Super easy. Let's pull this off here. Look at this. Hold on. Back here. Just pull this off as soon as I can. Well, this just comes out. You pop this off. There's a little ball here. You pop this out, and then you can change out the throw-out bearing. So this is where I'm gonna speed run through this. Everything else just goes on opposite of what I just did. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this thing put all back together, and then we will yeah, I'll show you exactly how it looks when it's all finished. I mean, like, it just looks like a stock OEM thing, but I'll cut back because I do need to test drive this car, make sure everything is good. But yeah, I'll see you when it's all done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks, so it looks like we are pretty much finished. So as you can tell here, transmission is in, lower control arms are in, the back braces on the sides are in, sway bar links are done, the heat shield for the center of the car is finished. Everything looks really, really good. So the only thing I really need to do now is to let it down and to take it for a ride. So let's let it down real quick. Actually have to put blocks of wood underneath the back of the wheels here, because I don't think it's lowered, but it's got these side skirt extensions here, carbon fibre. So they're really nice. I actually really like those. But yeah, so let's let this bad boy down. We are sitting at it is like 6:15 or so. So if I'm not mistaken, I think I started at, no, I did start at 1. So right now it took me about 5 hours. So I don't think it's terrible time to do a clutch job. Some clutches are way, way harder than others, but this one wasn't as terrible as I would have figured. The only reason why it took me as long as it did was mainly because the trans and the engine were not they were not cooperating. So yeah, it really wasn't really a good look. I didn't really like it. So hopefully there is no issues here. So as you can tell, this is my first time actually gonna start this bad boy up. So all the wires are connected, starter is connected, starter relay is connected, everything is ready. So we're going to put this bad boy on. Now you just need to tighten that. 10 mil. So all right, 10 mil. All right, so we're good there. So let me get the keys here. Get the keys. I'm not going to open up the door just yet. I am going to just going to start it and see if I can get it into all the gears with no problem. I probably should have left it on the lift, to be honest with you, but I mean, it is what it is. So let's see. Ugh. Yo, it is difficult. Don't think that it's I don't know, that short throw, like, I know it's supposed to be a short throw, so I don't know. I don't think I really like it. It's a little bit tougher to get into. All right, let me start the car. Ugh. Feels good. Let's see, reverse. Yeah. Everything feels good. So all I need to do is take it on a test drive here. So give me 1 second. The clutch pedal feels a lot better, I'll tell you what. So whoever did the clutch or the transmission in this car before, what they did was they didn't grease the they didn't grease the shaft when they put the transmission back into the car, and it was hella stiff. And I don't think that it's not supposed to be like that. So it's supposed to glide on the shaft smooth and easy. Sounds so gay, but pause. But yeah, all right, let me grab my jacket. Let me open up this door and let's go for a ride here quick. Windows tinted. Can't see. All right. All right. All right. I want to turn the light on here. All right. So hopefully you guys can see me. So I got all the lights on in this bad boy because it is nighttime. It is like 6 o'clock at night. So yeah, do a leisurely drive here. Crappy night outside. Like I said before, it is like 6 o'clock or so at night, and yeah, it is a little bit the weather is just crap. I know that the GoPro is probably gonna have a hard time seeing me or whatnot, but I'm trying to do the best I can here. So I'm gonna turn in this gas station and yeah, we can head home. Wow, super smooth engagement, and it feels really, really good. I'll tell you that right now. So I'm a big fan, always been a big fan. Always been a big fan of ACT clutches. So I like how they feel. They're really, really good performance clutches, and they hold a lot of power. I'm not sure exactly which clutch this guy got, but I'll tell you what, I'm sorry if the camera keeps moving. I'm so sorry. But I'm not gonna hit any kind of boost because I really don't need to. All I need to do is make sure that the drivability is good. No bangs, no clunks, no anything dumb. And yeah, there goes the GoPro again. All right, so let's get home. Let's get home. Get this thing back in the garage, and we'll close out this video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks, so there you have it. I am officially finished up with this project. I think this guy will be extremely happy. I'm extremely happy. Nothing crazy went wrong. We didn't have to oversee anything crazy. I think that's really it. Besides those two pieces coming off, so we replaced a couple things besides the clutch. This plate couldn't go on. This is the stock shifter assembly, and this is the stock shifter bushing. So I replaced all of that stuff with all aftermarket bushings, so which is good. So I hope that you learned something from this video. It is not that difficult to actually do this. It does take a little bit of time that I usually do have to make for people like this. You know, it is a complete, like, I actually appreciate everybody that brings their cars to me. They see what my cars look like, they see what my cars drive like, and they like the condition of my cars, so they bring their cars to me. so awesome. I do a lot of Subaru work, which is awesome. So this was just something that was in my wheelhouse. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something from this video. If so, please leave me a like, maybe think about subscribing. And if you enjoyed my video that much, you know, like hit that bell for notification. I greatly appreciate it. It just shows me that I do have people out there learning something down the line. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave this video off. I'll see you guys on the next one. Deuces.